So one of my YouTube commenters asked if I could talk about the planning, creation, and marketing aspect of selling an ebook. How do you write and create an ebook that actually makes money? I've mentioned in other videos that this is actually my first standalone ebook that I've created. I have created workbooks and ebooks for many years, but I've used it as a way to bundle up a masterclass, to bundle up some other product that is the main product. No ebook has ever been the main product until just recently, where I created the 15 Genius Pinterest Secrets for bloggers. That is my main standalone creation ebook. I am all sort of new to this a little bit, so I'm learning the process as far as how to approach this marketing aspect. So we'll get into that. What I am going to tell you is that I did use some paid products to create this ebook. And I think you should, if you're going to sell an ebook, you do need to rely on products that you can use, like images that you can use and templates that you can use and where to sell it. All of those require a subscription of some sort or a payment. So just be aware of that you can create an ebook in Canva for free, using the free images, and using your own template. But I would be cautious about actually selling it. I would use it as a lead magnet to grow your email list instead. I might use it as a supplement to other things that's free. A free webinar you're hosting, give them a workbook too. Once you start selling an ebook and you're using images and templates, you have to pay for them. Now, I do have a paid subscription to Canva, but I'm still hesitant to use those templates that they have. So you can go into Canva and type in, right? You can go into Canva and type in ebook, and you'll see lots of templates here of what an ebook cover looks like with pages, all this stuff. I wouldn't use these and then start selling it. I don't think you can, even if they're free. I would rely on something else. And that's what I've been doing for all of my products. All of my workbooks, all of my ebooks do not come from a template on Canva. Okay. Where they do come from, you can see I use it. Most of these are the same style. Here's the one style here that is, I sell this. This is a different template. And you can see I have workbook templates here that I paid for. So where I go to shop for these workbook templates is Creative Market. Now I do have a special link that you can use if you're interested in purchasing a template, a workbook. You can do graphics. There's lots you can buy on Creative Market and know that you're safe in selling it. This allows you, when you buy and purchase from Creative Market, that you can sell those creations because you are modifying them, which you're allowed to, and using them. Okay. Go ahead and use my special link. Go to Creative Market and see what's available. We can also look just here. I can put ebook template, and it has exactly for Canva. You want to have templates that are for Canva. If you are familiar with InDesign, if you're familiar with something else, then you can look at these other examples here. But I'm specific to just using Canva. So there are lots here. I honestly don't remember which one I chose, but I just went through and just decided which ones I wanted. This one's a course workbook ebook. That's interesting. It has all these aspects. So it's course pages, workbook pages, and ebook pages. I do have a template for workbook. I do have a template for ebook. Find the one that works for you, and then it's easy to add them to Canva. So with the one that I have here that's paid here, thank you for your support. We hope you enjoy your templates. Just a friendly reminder, please do not resell or share any of the templates in its customizable format. So what they're saying is I cannot sell this workbook template so that people can use it for a template for their products. They don't want that. They want the end result for you to be the pages in an ebook, a pages in something. So they don't want you to sell the actual template to someone else, if you know what that means. So I'm not creating a workbook template and just using this workbook template to sell. That's not what they want. Okay. So it's just a reminder. So and then I just have all these examples, and all I do is I just copy and paste. I drag my mouse over and then I copy it into my own file, into my own section of an ebook. So that's sort of the nuts and bolts of getting at least a template or some kind of structure to your ebook. But the first part of all of this, how to write an ebook, how to create an ebook, is the planning process. How do you come up with the idea? This is one of the hardest things for me because of the fact that I write a lot of blog posts. I write blog posts for clients. I have courses. I have all these things, and coming up with a separate ebook idea was difficult for me. I wanted it to be valuable enough so that people would buy it, and I didn't want it to be generic. Calling it 15 Genius Pinterest Secrets plays on the copywriting element where you have to guess what those secrets are. I hope through my marketing channels that you realize that I do provide valuable tips, advice about Pinterest that you may not have seen from other big Pinterest gurus. I'm also targeting my audience to bloggers, where other Pinterest gurus are targeting business owners, Etsy owners, graphic designers, freelancers, entrepreneurs, different. So when coming up with the plan, you obviously want to target your audience. How is it going to benefit them? And what I would suggest is a topic that you are either known for or that you are always talking about it and writing about it, or that you get a lot of interest about. So I fall in the last camp. I get a lot of interest about Pinterest. That rhymes. Interest about Pinterest. I get a lot of interest about that. I get questions from my email subscribers over the years. I've written blog posts. I remember one of the first webinars that I did probably like 6 years ago. Oh my gosh. I got like 1,000 people to join and hundreds of comments about it because I was able to grow my Pinterest profile like gangbusters back then. And that led to a module in a course because of that. Like it grew from that I decided to monetize my strategy and then form other strategies for a course. I know that over the years, this has always been something that my audience likes. Now, I like YouTube. I like sharing YouTube advice, but I'm not getting a lot of love about YouTube. I'm still going to plug away because maybe down the road, I can write an ebook about YouTube, perhaps down the road, if I find that there's interest in that aspect. So when you're thinking of the plan or the idea, find something that your audience needs more information about and decide if you want it to be more like an ebook or a workbook. Workbooks do phenomenally well. If you're a food blogger, you can have a cookbook with and it's almost like a workbook because you have all these recipes and templates and stuff, right? You create these recipes and all that. It can work like that. Swipe files, like I think I mentioned in one of my videos that I would pay hundreds of dollars to get an ebook full of the high performing sales page templates, the copy, a breakdown of those sale pages. That's what I mean. When you come up with an idea, it has to be what your audience is craving, and it has to be a process that you've created. I know there's lots of other ebooks. I guess I am talking about business style ebooks. I am talking to other bloggers. So you obviously start a blog for a reason. So if you're a lifestyle blogger, I know a lot of lifestyle bloggers have courses on digital products. They have courses on, I'm trying to think, lifestyle shooting techniques, things like that, where you can also bundle that up into an ebook as well. So the courses that you see from other people, you can also bundle that into an ebook if you know that you have a better approach, a better process, a different process than what you're seeing out there. Okay. Look at what the best pins that you have. On one of my parenting blogs, the best pins were about postpartum stuff. So you can have an ebook about your postpartum strategy, what you did. Mine's specific to twins. So I can create a postpartum ebook about my life with twins and I can call it like the first month home, and then give helpful advice if you're another mom with twins. Okay. So that's how I sort of think about it, because a lot of my pins and a lot of my posts and the things that were ranking back in the day were about the postpartum stuff. A lot of the pins that are popular on that website are design elements. So maybe having an ebook of the hottest designs. Books like that are harder to have because you have to constantly update it. So another aspect to the planning process is how often are you going to update your ebook? One of the reasons why I don't sell or I don't promote my Ready Set Blog for Traffic course is because it's constantly updating. Google has gone through so many iterations. Pinterest has gone through so many iterations overall that I can't keep up with it. If I can just focus on a Pinterest ebook, I can focus on just an SEO video ebook, then that's easier for me. I can update those more frequently than a whole course. When I was thinking about Pinterest, I don't know, the idea of Pinterest secrets just sort of came up. I think I was watching a video where someone shared 3 Pinterest secrets, and that got me clicking. I'm like, what the heck are these secrets? I realized they were really not secrets. They were well known to me. So I'm thinking, wow, well, if those secrets are well known to me, then maybe the secrets that the things that I know are actually secrets. Like, it got me thinking, like, maybe the stuff I know that not a lot of people know. So that got me interested in using sort of that term secrets, because like, well, I clicked on that because it said that. So if I'm going to name my book that way, I'm sure people are going to be interested in it, kind of thing. So that's how I sort of thought about my plan about this book. The spark came from watching something else, and then the idea started flowing. And when that happens, then I go into writing it down. So I use pen and paper, and I just write it down, or I use my notes on my laptop and just rough cut it. I outline it. I think of some ideas. I tallied up all the ideas, as many as that I could think of. And in my head, I'm thinking, well, I want it to be valuable enough. So 15 is probably good. I didn't want it to be too much. I also didn't want it to be like 50 or 30, because then people might not want to buy it because it's just too much. So I wanted it a good number of secrets so that it's easy to read and get through in a day's time, in one seating, perhaps in 1 hour, rather than having this big comprehensive book of like so many ideas. So I thought 15 was a good number. You can even go like 18, 20, things like that. But that was a good number. It is about 40 pages already, right? So I didn't want it to be massively big. I started just taking notes and jotting down the secrets. It took me a couple days to really think of 15 that were unique, that I have experience in. I'm trying to think back that it probably took me I want to say I took my time on this, so over a week, to really come up with each secret. Okay. So that could be each chapter. So take the time to outline your ebook chapter by chapter, idea by idea, and flesh it out. So after I had those secrets, then I picked the template that I have from Creative Market, and then started my book process. Through this, I also have I write an introduction, and then I have my copyright. I'm trying to think where I got this. I probably got this through my legal templates that I have through a lawyer that is also one of my students. I always have this, and you should in your ebooks have some kind of copyright, okay? And update it every year. This is 2024 edition. My introduction page looks different depending on which template I'm using, but I have a picture of me, my introduction, and then a welcome, and I just talk about my story. For people who may not know who I am, I tell them, that I'm excited that you have this. Let's get to it, and just share through that process. And I might tell them, like, I've been at this for so many years. You can trust me, yada, yada, yada kind of thing. Okay. Now in the Pinterest secrets book, I do have some preliminary information on the getting your profile ready, because I don't want to tell them the secrets and then they tell me, oh, it's not working. Well, it's probably because you don't have your profile set up right. So I have a little disclaimer page, make sure you have these things in place before you use the tactics in this book. I'm walking through the person that maybe just started on Pinterest, and so they don't have 20 boards. Well, then one of the things you need to get ready is to have at least 20 boards. For example, you need to have a business profile, things like that, where it won't work unless you at least have a profile that's set up properly. That's where I share the information in the book, and then I go into the chapters or the secrets. So that's how I create it in Canva. I do use the templates, like I said, that I bought through Creative Market. So it's something like this. I can show you. So for this one is the Product Prep Companion Workbook for my Product Prep Masterclass. So you will get this workbook along with taking the masterclass that I have. But I have this is a different template that I use. Here is the copyright page. I have a different introduction page here, and then I have a table of contents. So this one has a table of contents where this is what you're going to get. So in your ebook, you can have a table of contents. So a lot of these ebook templates, workbook templates will have different table of contents that you can pick from, and then you can customize with pictures. Make sure that the pictures that you use, you have bought through Deposit Photos, through some other photo sharing site, because I won't trust getting photos, even though I pay for Canva. I will never use the the photos that I can get here in paid products because I don't have the license. I don't know where it came from. If I can't find it in Shutterstock or in Deposit Photos, I can't use it. I need proof with a license and a link that this is where I got it. Okay. Because you need to cover your butts when you're selling things like this. And even on your blog too, you need to cover your butts. All right. So I go through that and I just write out the pages. I pick the font. I make sure that I'm cohesive and consistent with the fonts that I choose, the branded title fonts that I choose. They're all cohesive and similar, right, across my products. And my color, my theme color is the same. Okay. So all of that is cohesive. So if this is your first ebook, set those up. Write it out somewhere so you know what those are. And then you continue with other ebooks, other products with the same type of font. So that's important to be cohesive. So once I have this book, I download it as a PDF. So if I'm going to go here, I'm going to download right here, PDF standard. This is what I do. I do PDF standard. Let's download another book so I can go through the process of what I do next. I love me this one. So let's just go and use this one now. So we're going to download this as a PDF standard. And then what I do is I put this in Teachable to, sell it. That's the next aspect for me is Teachable has digital downloads now. Before I put my 15 Genius Pinterest Secrets ebook in Teachable, I was honestly thinking maybe I should try another platform like Gumroad. A lot of YouTubers and bloggers use Gumroad for their products. I'm like, well, maybe I'll try it. Maybe it's a different, platform. I've also considered Sendowl. Sendowl is another platform for digital products. Like maybe I can try something else. But in the end, I did end up choosing Teachable because I have all my products there already. It's easier for me to just have everything in one place. And I like the digital downloads aspect of Teachable. It is easy and it seems to be converting. I have generated sales from this ebook. So we'll talk about sales in the marketing aspect. To create an ebook, to sell it on Teachable, you're going to go down to digital downloads here, and then you're going to go up here to create digital download. Okay. And then you're taken to this page where you can add the information. One thing I forgot to mention in Canva is to make sure you have your cover page, your first page. So usually when you're working through your ebook, you can work through getting the title page ready, your ebook cover ready, and then work your way down so that you can have it in your image here. Okay, so if we go to Teachable wants you to upload an image there. Okay, so you can put your name, the category description, and then how are they going to get this book? They're going to upload your content or they're going to redirect to a URL. So you decide that. You put your product here, and then if you want to display it on your main page of Teachable, you can slide this over. It's an ebook, that's the category and description. I don't have an image, so let me see what I can use for an image. All right, so here's the original image that I had. So I have that. I'm going to upload the product here. I'm not going to do it because I already have this already in my course. And then I would slide that in. So it would look something like that. And then once you have that set up, then you work on the other pages here. So you have your sales page here. So you can change the banner image, the title, what you want to say in the button, and then write it out here. So you can see my image was with a desktop and I put my book there. Okay, so I said the only Pinterest marketing ebook you need to succeed, download. Here is download, and then my sales copy here, and then more images, my sales copy, more images, my sales copy, and then download with a little testimonial down there. All right, so that's sort of the setup that I have here to create that. And you can create that in the back end here by putting things in, taking things out, adding other blocks and things like that. It makes it real easy here to create your little mini sales page if you want it to live on Teachable. All right, so once I had that and then it's actually published, I have a live link. And so this comes into my marketing strategy. So far, I've sold $600 worth of this ebook, which is fantastic. I'm excited for it to grow and grow and grow. I did publish this towards the end of like early January kind of thing. It's a slow growth, which I'm fine because of the marketing strategy that I'm using. I have only told my main email list maybe once. I have put it on my blog maybe once, I think. Where I'm promoting it heavily is on YouTube. I want to just focus on my YouTube audience and see how that goes. Over time, I may create a stronger sales page on my twins' mommy blog. I may direct people on my email list in the future. I might promote it heavily on Instagram. I might, if it becomes like this thing that I want it to grow. But like the likelihood of me updating the ebook is frequent. So again, at the same time, while I want to make sales, I know that I'm going to be updating the book probably yearly. So that's sort of my process. That's what I've been doing. That's how I'm selling my ebook. That's how I planned my ebook. I created the structure, the outline, and the chapters and the images, and then I uploaded it into Teachable to sell it. And then I marketed it on YouTube. So that's my process right now. Let me know in the comments below if you are deciding about creating an ebook, and I'd like to know. All right. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.